People have asked me my 2 cents on China. Apparently the media has been falling for this scare tactic, again, as they do every single time. China is asking, or not asking, telling and demanding that the U.S. identify themselves over what they consider Chinese airspace over Senkaku contested islands with Japan, which China didn't include on their maps as being Chinese until after the 1960s when natural gas was discovered under them. The 100 years before that, they'd always been Japanese. But anyway, I'm not getting into whose island is what. But what this is really about is money. China's not going to shoot down an American jet. That's not going to happen. They would be absolutely insane. And the Americans are too proud to identify themselves because that would piss off Japan and it would piss off the United States. Plus, it's not Chinese airspace. It's just like a backdoor way of trying to get recognition through force and fear to say, hey, these are ours. They're not. But what this is about is money. Because by the Chinese and the Americans yelling at each other, it allows the Americans to build up their military even more in their Asian pivot and sell more of their useless hardware to both South Korea and Japan, and allows the Chinese to justify more spending on their own hardware, building their own war toys. And they do this every single year. If you go back and watch my old RT videos, because they ask me about this every year, they call around this time, or last month, usually November, December, and say, what's going on over there with these islands and stuff, and I tell you the same story every single time. They are saber-rattling in order to justify weapon sales. And that's what they're doing again. And they always do it around this time because this is the fourth quarter, the last quarter, to bump up their stock prices. And so they want to say we went up X amount by the end of the year so they can look at that projection and get more investors for the next year. That's all it is. They're not going to fight each other. Those islands are going to remain Japanese. That's how it's going to be. They're going to talk a lot of crap like they do every single year, sell a lot of war toys, make a lot of rich people richer, and that's it. Quit falling for the scare tactics. You need to be turning the mass media off.